Hi guys, welcome back. In this short video I would like to give a sort of an update about the foot injury I've been dealing with for the past 3 months, and you heard me mentioning it several times in my latest videos that I couldn't do any decent hiking because of that injury, and therefore some of you send me messages. Thank you for that, really appreciate it, with the question what was going on and what kind of injury I've been dealing with. So as I am running out of hiking videos, because last Sunday you saw my last video from our vacation in the Sauerland, that has been 3 weeks gone by now. And in those 3 weeks I haven't been doing any decent hiking because I just wasn't able to. So because I'm running out of videos, I decided to make this sort of a update video about what's going on. So this injury, it started when we were doing our backpacking trip in the Sauerland last April, and my foot was a little bit annoying until then, but right during those 3 days of backpacking it really got me, and I wasn't able to do some decent hiking anymore. Since did some little walks on the week of vacation in the Sauerland 3 weeks ago, but so far it's not that good, and I've been seeing a podiatrist, and it turns out that I am dealing with PTTD, which stands for Posterior Tibialis Tendon Disfunction. And before I go further in that, I would like to say that I hope that I'm explaining everything right to you, because this is a little bit hard for me to explain everything right in English, because those injuries and stuff, they always have a little bit of hard names, and then I have to translate them in English. So my apologies if not everything is 100% correct, but I will try to do my best. So instead of using the whole name, I will make the shortcut of PTTD, because that is a little bit easier. And it is a injury that you have got in your ankle, and I will give a little bit of close-up so I can show you where exactly the tibialis, because that is the tendon in your foot that's causing the problems, where you can find it. So I hope it shows clearly, but the tibial tendon is a tendon that walks from here, within the arch of your foot, across your ankle bone, and then up here. And the problem is located in this part of the tendon, and this tendon, what it's doing, it's holding the tension on your arch of your foot. And when you have the tendon dysfunction like I have right now, your arch is getting lower and lower every time that something happens to that tendon. So that's always when I am having the thick ankle. At the end of the day, that's an inflammation reaction. So then it always gets thick up here. I will blend in a photo of that as well so that you can see it. And I will talk a little bit later in this video about several phases of this injury. And now you have a sort of an arch left at phase 1. At phase 2, your arch totally collapses, so everything will be flat on the ground. So it actually means that every time I overdo it, then a inflammation reaction is being triggered, and then every step I'm taking hurts. It starts at the arch of my foot and it goes all the way up to just a little bit above my ankle, and then really every step hurts, and it really feels like my foot's on fire. So you can imagine that when you're out on the trail, that's no fun at all. So, like I mentioned, I have been seeing the podiatrist. He made special insoles for me. These things cost a fortune. Oh my god, I really hope that they are going to help me solve this problem, because I almost got bankrupt on those. What else I am doing to try to avoid having too much pain on it is I have to be aware of the footwear that I am wearing, and I do not have to wear special shoes. I can use my hiking shoes, I can use my high shoes, my boots, my low shoes, my trail runners. That's not a problem, as long as they've got a right bending point. And this is, for example, these Vans are a shoe I was using for work, and as you can see, this shoe bends in the middle and folds into half, so to say. And that is what causes some of the problem as well. So I have to be aware that I'm now wearing shoes that has the bending point on the toes, as you can see. And I cannot bend this shoe any further than this. If I'm pushing really hard, I will be able to. But if you compare this to this, well, then you can see the difference, right? So I have to be aware that I am using footwear like this. And must say, although it's not the most comfortable to wear, shoes like this, who are a little bit harder in the sole, they do work. They make sure that I am not in that much pain after a long day. So yeah, I'm walking on these currently, and must say, I feel like I'm going in the right direction, but I do not want to be too happy about that. Usually when I get home from work, I was been working about 8.5 hours per day. Then I came home and my ankle was totally swollen up every evening. So I'm also doing some cooling of that. I'm using an ice pack on my ankle every night in the hope to reduce the swelling. And then I put my foot up a little bit higher, give it rest for the entire rest of the day. And unfortunately, all my days off from work at the moment are taken up by doing nothing because, well, of course, I am leaving the dogs out, taking the dogs out for their walk. I have to do my grocery shopping, stuff like that. But other than that, it's just sitting on the couch, holding my foot up high, and sometimes doing a little walk in the woods because the podiatrist advised me to do that to keep it, to avoid that it's totally stiffening up, so that I keep moving because that's important. But that's way different than being on your foot for a whole working day. So as the problems weren't getting less, I decided with my boss last week that I am going to reduce my working hours per day. I'm going to work between 2 to 4 hours per day at the moment, and we are gradually building that up in the upcoming weeks in the hope that that is going to reduce the problem. And I must say that feels really good because now I'm working less hours. My ankle is not that swollen anymore in the evening. It's not that painful anymore when I'm standing on it. So I think we are doing the right thing. How long is it going to last? I have no idea. My podiatrist can't tell me either. He was expecting some really quick results when I was getting my insoles, but that is 2 months right now. So not very much of an improvement, but it could be that I was doing just too much at work. I had contact with him last week and he also said, well, it probably needs more rest to be able to heal up, because this is an injury that heals up with rest. And when you keep overusing it, then at some point it goes completely wrong. It has two phases, this injury, and now I'm in phase 1, and phase 1 will recover with rest and special insoles and some practicing that you can do with your ankle. And if you're going to phase 2, then it's unavoidable that you have to go under surgery, and I really would like to avoid that one because that takes a rebuild up time from 6 to 8 months. So that's absolutely not something that I want. I do not want that for work, and I definitely do not want that for all the hiking plans. I mean, it is July, summer vacation is coming up, and I haven't been able to do a lot of hiking in the Sauerland, but I really hope that I will be able to do in summer vacation. And I know that I must not pin my mind onto that one, that I have to be better then, but I really hope so. So rest is up for now. So now you're having an indication about what's happening, what is wrong with me, or with me. I'm feeling fine, but what's wrong with my foot? I really hope that I'm going to be able to walk again very soon, and I know I will not be doing any long distance hikes very soon. No long day hikes, probably not even hiking in the Eifel, because going up and down, I must ask my podiatrist next Friday what he thinks of it. He usually says it's fine, but now it is all taking a little bit longer than we all had expected. I will check that with him next Friday, because then I will have my next appointment. And then fingers crossed that things will go better very soon. For now then, you have an update, and might be that there will be a little bit less videos for the upcoming weeks, because I will be making some informative videos, but I do not have endless subjects for that as well. So apologize if I will not be able to upload 2 videos, but I will definitely keep uploading 1 per week on Sunday. Like I always do, my Wednesday video is always a little bit of a bonus. So Sunday will be definitely 1 video, and if I will be able to, then also on Wednesday. So hopefully that I can say very soon again, enjoy the outdoors. We'll catch you on the next trail. Goodbye.